Okay, there we go. Welcome to the Late Night Live. I'm Loki Junda. We're doing Little Nightmares 3 Midnight Release. Even though Little Nightmares 3, I believe the original developers have separated and they're working on their own game. Okay, a little bit of audio trouble there. Okay, so I believe the original team behind Little Nightmares 1 and 2 have largely moved on. They're working on Reanimal. I believe Little Nightmares 3 has been taken over by somebody else, but that's okay. I'm still excited for it. We are going to try this out. I think this one is a full co-op game. I haven't looked... Again, this is one of those titles when I'm looking forward to it, I don't generally... I try to avoid any announcements or trailers or release because I like to be as surprised as possible. And this is another one. I do believe this one is full co-op. We are obviously going to be doing this single player tonight because Oomph did not want to purchase this game and play it with me. So, let's begin. Go through all that. Character costumes change and extras. Okay. Now, I do believe that this is no longer following 6 and Mono. Here we go. New game. Let's start. Alright, so we get to pick which one we're going with. We got like a little engineer with pigtails and a bird mask with dreads. Let's go bird mask. I don't know if that actually matters or changes anything, but we'll see. Ah, gosh, I've had this muted for too long. I was just wondering here if, that looks like it could be a rock. If this was maybe like the Maw and got stranded or something somewhere. Just random speculation there. But, so for now, I'm calling these guys Birdface and Engineer. I don't know their real names. If anyone does, just let me know. I'm sure it's probably been released, but I generally, for games I'm looking forward to or I know I'm going to get anyway, I kind of avoid any press releases, trailers, or anything like that, so I am as surprised as possible when I'm playing through. I feel like it's a common thing when they're trying to, like, drastically change up a setting. They always go to a desert. So it does seem birds are a thing here in this one. Can you do something here? Can you smash it? So it does appear... We got to pick the character we played as. I picked the bird face person, so it does appear that they have different abilities. I wonder if kind of the engineer one is kind of has some stuff like Mono did when he had a weapon in 2. So they'll be able to fight a little bit with their wrench, maybe. Makes me wonder what old Birdface can do, though. Grab it. I'm trying to grab it. Not really. There we go. Alright, we did that, but let me see if I can go around this way anyway. No, I fell. I wonder if they're going to make this, if they're even able to make this as kind of as emotionally impactful as Mono and 6 harrowing journey. Maybe we have to climb down. Oh, equip a bow. Now that's wild. He just has a bow. Okay. I feel like we should be able to see it a little bit like we can the wrench there. Alright, let's see. What do we have over here? We got a mill. Are they crushing up bird bones? Okay, so I guess we go up that ladder over there, come here, shoot down that one so we can jump down on it and then jump into there. I don't know, having a bow and arrow does feel peculiar. But we'll see how this works out. They've made it a little easier to do those kinds of things. I was playing around to see if how easy it was to fall off, and I wasn't moving from the center. So do we kind of float through this then? I'm glad I didn't try that out. Oh, okay, I see. Alright, where is we supposed to drag this? Are we supposed to try and jump to that? Or... I guess more likely... Alright, you're calling me over, but I don't know why. Oh. Okay. Oh, okay. I see. Silly me. Alright. There we go. Now we can do it. That's what this was about. Alright, so we need a key. Wonder if we're about to first find our first adversary. Oh, I literally cannot fall off this. I'm actively trying... Okay, I can jump off. But as far as just walking, you cannot walk off those anymore. Which, I don't know, it seems weird. But then again, I did used to get quite frustrated with Little Nightmares 1 and 2 when I would walk on those kinds of things and just kind of accidentally walk off the side of them. So I get that part of it, but still feels weird. Let's see. Alright, I see what we're doing here. We're gonna go down. Then we're gonna let them bring us up. So that kind of thing plays a lot like Little Nightmares 2 in single player. Alright, now they can join us. Come on, little engineer. Do we need them to pull this? Yeah. Here are all the feathers. Are all these feathers of birds? They defeather them and clean the skeletons and grind them up in the mill. I don't know if that's what I was supposed to do. Oh, we don't have to hold the keys anymore. We just pick them up. Okay. And this is just like a dead body that was being eaten by the crow, huh? Right, so down here's where we're going to use the key. So it looks like they've tried to go with some like kind of quality of life improvements. You don't have to hold keys anymore. You can't fall off. Things are balancing across. Ooh. Really emphasizing the little part of this now. Now, I really liked that little detail of little engineer offering the hand when we were coming through there. I did like that. I was about to say, I wonder if I can use my bow and arrow on him, but I don't think that would have much effect on something that size. Okay. So now we can float. Interesting. I use my bow. I bet she uses her wrench, right? Yeah. Ooh. Yep, we're running. Old Wrenchy, come on. Now, does the umbrella make us fall slower? Oh yeah, suppose so. It's like every door requires both of us. Which makes sense for like a co-op game, but... Oh, this is like the eyes from Little Nightmares 1 and the mobile game. So maybe there is a little something linked going on. Alright, go for it. Oh shit. Do we both need to be on this? Oh, wait a second. Wait a second here. The eye is the giant? Are they trying to say all the other stuff was kind of modeled after, or this giant is significant throughout the franchise? Because those eyes were like on the maw, but those were seemingly just devices, but that was actually that giant's eye that was, I'm assuming, would turn us into stone like in the first game. It was the same kind of symbol. You know what? I bet they're kind of going with like an explanation story arc here. When we come to the end, it's going to be some reveal that kind of explains what's been going on between the first two games as well. I bet that's what it is. Do we have to fight more? Ooh, okay. That was kind of like anticlimactic. I'm not generally a fan of things where you just kind of die, like where you basically have to die to know what the heck is going on. And that kind of thing feels like that's what just happened. Okay, so we can't just run away from them. What am I missing here? Do I just have to try and shoot it fast enough? At this point, I will say I feel like this specific section here is poor game design. Okay, yeah, so we are supposed to shoot them and have... We shoot them and then she goes up and finishes them with the... Okay, I shot it and it landed on me. Alright. So yeah, we shoot it down and then she has to finish them off with a wrench. I wonder how in the hell... playing this co-op, you'd be able to figure out both steps of these. There we go. Okay, because he raises his bow. Alright, if I stand here and just shoot when he raises his bow, I'm good. Okay. I don't want to have a complaint this early. But I do feel like that was kind of... And when I say, like, poorly designed, I mean... I had to die a few times to figure out what was going on. I don't think that should have been the case. There's personal feelings there. Yeah, I don't feel like there should be a point where you necessarily, like, have to lose to figure out that you did something wrong. Like, you should kind of have a good idea of what's going on. And so far, we've only used the bow. We've not shot anything, but, like, we shot at the bird to get the key. But otherwise, we've just shot at ropes and stuff. It wasn't like... We've not shot at anything moving for any reason. But we'll continue on and see what happens. Can we climb this? There we go. Wait, is it a giant baby? Is this the way I'm supposed to go? The way the camera was framed, it felt like it, but... Oh, it wasn't. Wait, can we go higher? No. Alright. Now, speaking of which, pretty sure I pre-ordered the collector's edition of this. It hasn't shown up yet. Maybe it'll show up in the next day or two. Okay, we gotta go down. And again, we can't even accidentally fall off this time. One of those kind of quality of life improvements they've done on this. Oop. Yeah, that looks like a baby. Wait, is this a big baby rattle? It appears that it is. Oh, come on, I jumped in there. I do kind of feel like without the AI helping, if you just started off blind with co-op on this, it might be a little more frustrating. We have to hide from the stone gaze here. Oh, yeah. Hit it. Oh, this is a teether. They're really hitting the baby stuff. Oh, that's freaky. Hey there, Leper King. How's it going? Wait, what? That was a dream? We don't even have our bird mask. Or was that just a memory? I'm wondering now, are they not only leaning hard into the little part of the title, but also the nightmares part? Yeah, I believe that's true. The studio that did Little Nightmares 1 and 2, I believe they're working on their own game called Reanimal. That is kind of like this. If you look at it, it looks like a Little Nightmares game. I'm excited about that one too, but that one's not out yet. So coming into this one, I wasn't sure. I know this is the first one that's a co-op one. I'm playing it single player. Oomph did not pick this up. I tried to get him to do co-op, but I'm kind of glad he didn't, because I do feel like so far having the AI guide some of what we do is helpful, because some of this stuff I wouldn't have known to tell Oomph to do, and I don't think he would have figured it out. But we'll see. We'll see how this comes along. I suspect that they're kind of going with we're gonna try and explain more about what's going on in this. And also, there's a couple, like, I guess you could say quality of life improvements. Like walking here, we can't. I'm trying to run off the side and we can't. And one thing that was kind of frustrating sometimes with the previous two titles is accidentally falling off when you were doing this kind of stuff. But it does feel weird that you can't even do it on purpose. I'd have to jump to actually jump off of it. And we have a bow and arrow. And they have a wrench. I mean, I will say the art style is pretty much dead on. But we'll see. We'll see. If I'm being completely honest, the first time I played the first Little Nightmares game, it did one of the things that I don't like in games that this game has already done, which is when you play it, you kind of die just because you don't know what you're already supposed to do. And I feel like that's kind of lazy game design, where it's like, oh, you have to die to know what to do. It's like, there should have been hints to kind of help with that. This game maybe does it a little harder in one part. I know, but Little Nightmares 2, you occasionally had a weapon in Little Nightmares 2 as mono. You smashed the dolls in the school and stuff. But so far, mostly, we've used it to just shoot down crates, but there were beetles we had to shoot. We had to shoot flying beetles out of the air, and then, little engineer had to smack them with their wrench when they were on the ground. And this baby doll has the stone eye gaze from those eyes in the first game. So I don't know. I don't know how this is gonna go. It could be pretty cool, but then again, I feel like I don't know. I don't like being negative, but I feel like I would not be surprised if it fell a little flat. But they do tend to say that a lot. And it's also a common thing when you switch studios, because you go into a development team that just, they don't have the same vision already in mind that the previous team did. And, yeah, and I also don't know what the characters' names are. I don't know if that's been released or anything. I've been calling them Little Engineer and Birdface. Yeah, oh, that teacher was freaky. I don't even, I don't think that... Was the teacher killed in Little Nightmares 2? I don't think so, right? Or was she? Oh, I missed that wall there. I don't know, with that little dream sequence we just had, I almost wonder if they're setting this up as at least Birdface here was one of the kids on the mall, because, I don't know, I just got the suspicion that we were supposed to have been trapped in the mall with the janitor there checking on us. Yeah, I did. I felt like she wasn't. And if she wasn't, I wonder if they're going to try and revisit her in this game. Because that's one thing I've noticed, at least with some studios that pick up another IP, they do try a little extra hard to include things from previous games. Oh, we're going to have to hide here from probably Baby Doll. Bet I have to shoot something. No. Wrenchy, do you need to hit the head? There we go. Oh, now I need to shoot it. See, when we see the rope like that. Okay, now we need to hide from Baby Doll gaze. Gaze, G-A-Z-E. Yeah, she was definitely a freaky antagonist. This Baby Doll definitely doesn't have the same kind of creepy factor that even the Hunter had in the beginning of 2. Because so, like, with the Hunter, you saw a lot of stuff in the environment to kind of suggest the Hunter was doing something. And so far in this one, we've just kind of seen maybe stone bodies, but this Baby Doll doesn't necessarily feel like they're intentionally doing something disturbing. They just seem like a kind of giant that, I don't know. Alright, we gotta find... Oh, here we go. We'll hit this. That should drop that ladder for little engineer. Hey, it could pick up. I mean, they've taken the exact same gameplay. They've added that you kind of start with a tool, and they added this umbrella thing. Yep. Oh, I forgot. That was on me. I meant I forgot to push the button to try and grab the edge there. Did it a second too late there. Oh, and another thing they did, when you have keys, you don't have to like pick them up and hold them like you used to. They kind of pocket them. Okay, there we go. I mean, I'll give them the baby doll thing is a kind of a creepy design. I just feel like its size works against it as far as being a creepy antagonist. Oh, we gotta drag some. Oh, wait. Here we go. It's like sometimes you can be hoisted, but other times you have to drag a box. Oh, I see what we're doing here. Okay. Okay, yeah, I feel like that would have been a tricky thing to figure out with two people playing this. Son of a... Oh! You don't die from falling from heights. I guess that's another, like, quality of life thing. But yeah, that particular part there, I will say having the AI definitely made that easier. I would not have thought of that right away. Yeah. Yeah, I hear you on that. Oh, you know, honestly, you know what my favorite, like, kind of freaky doll thing is in a game of recent memory? I absolutely loved how they did it in Resident Evil Village with that kind of villain just kind of being crazy and being invisible and just... And I loved the design of it, too. I really liked the one they did in Village. Yeah, I'll give you that. That I will. But I do feel like they're trying to link this to Little Nightmares 1 with this. Because the first time we saw this baby doll, it was looking through, like, the eye symbol. That was the eyes that kind of, like, turn you to stone in the first game. So I think maybe they're trying... That's where I was saying, like, they might be trying a little too hard to link things together. Oh, I need to shoot that. You're gonna put it back down for me? Thank you. We'll see, too. This is the first one. There's a chance they had a really good idea for one of the other adversaries we come across. I don't like saying bad things about video games, because even the worst games that are made, somebody took the time to finish something. It's an accomplishment. Some of them are greater than others, of course. But it's also a really hard... Oh, I thought I jumped. It's a really hard place to be in to pick up something that's a franchise like Little Nightmares and try and make something that... Because you don't want to just copy what was made before, because that's what they'll say you're doing. But you also have to try to make it your own, as well as maintaining the spirit of what it was before. Oh wait, does Little Engineer just run faster than Birdface? Oh, damn it. See, that's the that is not unique to this game. This is more of a Little Nightmares in general thing. I hit the jump button a little too late. And that has been a bane in Little Nightmares games for me since the very first one. Just not hitting that jump button fast enough when I'm getting towards the end of something. It definitely appears that a Little Engineer runs faster than Birdface. But maybe I'm just not running in a straight line. Oh, here's another rattle. Yeah, yeah. I hear you. Oh, I think I need to move here. Gonna pick up the rattle like last time, right? Oh, it's holding us now. Oh, so the birds are going after the baby doll now. Does that mean anything? But what I'll give you too is, I felt in Little Nightmares 2, I felt the flashlight in the hospital section was a little cliche, but it was still a really well done segment. Okay, so we need to see that this is another thing. Like if I was playing this with Oomph, I don't know that I would have been like, pull out the umbrella and let's jump down this hole. But playing it with the AI, they pulled out their umbrella, so I'm assuming we got to jump down here. Oh, mirrors again. Okay, so when we first started, we woke up next to a broken mirror as Birdface. And then Little Engineer walked up to us. I'm assuming the mirrors are kind of acting like the TVs of 2. Okay, our first achievement, Child's Play. You're not rattled that easy. Fun little pun for the achievement, though. I don't feel too bad talking over kind of scenes in this, because I think Little Nightmares has had any dialogue, really. Are very, very, very minimal, and generally only from the antagonists. Oh, wait a second. Oh, never mind. Can I help the rat? Doesn't look like it. Can I get little engineer to smash it? No. I wonder if they're going to fall through the vent and it's going to separate us briefly. Nah. Okay. Wait a second. Hold on. Because we saw something before. We started in the desert and we saw like a big dead body. I was like, that looks like it could have been one of the guests. I wonder if we woke up on the mall and like the oceans are dried up or something. Does that look like it could be one of the chefs? Or is it maybe just like a little nod to the original one there? Because this kind of looks like... Here, it definitely looks like the same art style, a similar art. I don't need to crawl because I can't fall off. Oh, yeah, this looks exactly like the art style from the earlier games. But the bodies that are being on... bodies on the hooks. That was the city in Little Nightmares 2, right? Or was that one? Because I played 1 and 2 recently, very close together, so I can't remember exact. Oh, you need to hit the button. So I remember the hooks, but I can't remember. It might have been the very first one where we ran and jumped on the hooks, and not the yeah, that was on the mall, I think. So is this kind of hinting maybe all the dinner guests of the first one now, instead of the bodies that were being prepared for the guests to consume, now the guests themselves are being processed in a similar way? I'm speculating wildly. It definitely seems like Little Engineer has more things to do than Birdface here. I wonder at the end if we're gonna run into Styx as the lady or something. Okay. Alright, so that might be something interesting. A 3-armed, knife-wielding villain. A lollipop. I've mentioned before, I do like that little detail of them putting the hand out. Okay. Got more than 3 arms. And we can't just hide there. We gotta run around to the underneath the table. Or... I think the Painkiller, I think that's a remaster of the first one. I know what you're talking about. I think it's a remaster of the original. It could be a remake. I never played the original, though. Yeah, I guess what I did originally is I ran a little too far out and she saw me. So she's got 6 arms, alright. And a Mars Attacks head. Alright, see, this is the thing where I'm following... Oh, shit. Okay, so you gotta crawl. Or crouch walk. Or you're too loud. Oh, it isn't? Okay. Is it a remake, then? I don't think it's a brand new game. I could be wrong. But again, like I said, I've never played the original. I'm just kind of aware of it. But I know, like, remakes are pretty hot right now. Really looking forward to Onimusha. Alright, so we gotta sneak on over here under the desk. Now where are we supposed to go? Hey, Piano, what's going on? Alright, so we can walk now. Yeah, remakes, reboots, they're all pretty hot. Yeah, I think this right here, this portrait is what we just saw. And these portraits, those are definitely the twin chefs. 100%. Wait, 3 of them? Maybe they're not. I don't know. That makes me think of the twin chefs, but perhaps I'm wrong. It's on that TV. Nice, congratulations. Oh, that TV is us, okay. So someone is actively watching us right now. That's actually really cool that as the camera moves, it's showing the change on the screen right there. Can I shoot the button from here? I can. Nice. Speaking of like remakes, remasters, and reboots. Oh, this is definitely like a Little Nightmares 1 room here. There's one game that I went back and played later that very often, or not very often do I like get kind of like embarrassed to play a game. But playing Shadows of the Damned, if you played that game, you know why someone might feel a little embarrassed playing it. I'd sum that game up as dick jokes and demons. Yeah, Piano, I know like Flight Simulator and flight stuff, like that's a pretty strong niche to get into. Alright, so looks like we are going to have to sneak under that table there. Let's let her come back over here, and as soon as she starts moving over past us that way, we're going to start for it. Yeah, Shadows of the Damned. I think, because I came across it specifically, I think Akira Yamaoka, who did like the sound design and music for Silent Hill games, I think he might have done music for it. It was something like that. It was tied to something else that, and that got me kind of eyeing it. And it's kind of like, it's just, it reminds me a little bit of kind of like Devil May Cry. And I mean, like, the gameplay isn't bad, but it's just like, it's embarrassing to play because like the dick jokes are so strong. Like your gun, it's like a talking demon gun. And There's one part where it gets like really big to shoot these really giant monsters, and every single time you fire from it, it's like, suck on my big Johnson, and it's like it's so over the top. It's like that whole segment. I was like, if anyone walks in while I'm playing this, I am just gonna be mortified. Yeah, we hit 10,000. Oh, if we hit 100,000, we could get a play button? That'd be kind of cool. We're a tenth of the way there. But we're growing pretty strong. I mean, Shadows of the Damned is definitely like, it's one of those games to... it's one of those games to try because it's like... it's something else, but it's also one of those things like you would watch it. You play it like you'd watch questionable anime. You try and make sure everyone's asleep beforehand. What's this? A collectible. Yeah, I mean, I get it. I didn't play it for the humor. I played it again because the top. I do. Let me look it up because I do believe the music was done by Akira Yamaoka. Shadows of the Damned. Shadows of the Dam, action-adventure video game developed by Grasshopper Manufacturer. Published by EA for PS3 and Xbox 360. Written by Suda51. Result of a collaboration between Koichi Suda and Shinji Mikami. Okay, Shinji Mikami. I think that's the Resident Evil guy, right? Yeah. Directed the... okay, the director of the first Resident Evil. And, okay, so it was the director of the first Resident Evil, and the composer was Akira Yamaoka. That's why I played it, but... okay, I have heard Disco Elysium. Like, I'm Facebook friends with one game developer from a big studio. Not, like, I don't know him really personally. I think I met him once. But, my understanding is, like, Disco Elysium is, like, a fantastic game. I've never played it, but I've only heard really good things about it. But I've heard that there's humor to it, but yeah. I've just heard its praises sung. Oh, yeah, copyright issues can be... I get them sometimes, too, for... oh, it won't let me do my umbrella here. The copyright stuff sometimes can be pretty tricky, yeah. Yeah, that's lit. Oh, okay, we gotta run, Didn't run fast enough. I've absolutely heard it's a masterpiece, but I don't... I want to try it out because of that, but I also, because people are saying that, I don't want to look up why it's a masterpiece. Ooh. Yeah, see, now I want to try it out more, but I also, again, I don't want to look it up. Because people say that, I want to go in blind. Is it just kind of like I'm just going to ask about genre. Is it like, is Disco Elysium like sci-fi adventure RPG? Or what kind of genre, if you had to like give it 2 or 3 genre titles, what would you give it? Wait, oh, it's looking at all these lollipops. I don't know, Piano. 50,000 is the next milestone. Why don't we just go, like, 20,000 is the next milestone? Uh-oh. Okay, we gotta stay... This is one of those stay close things because of these bugs. When you say CRPG, what would the C be in that case? Like classic or? Yeah, I don't want that's how I feel about it. That's why, but it's a double-edged sword. I don't want to know too much about it, but it also makes it easier to kind of put off till later. But yeah, no, I need to. Let me is it PC only? No, it's not. It's on I think it's on consoles as well. Hold on. Give me 1 second. I need to take a quick break. I'll be back. Just like 10 seconds. Alrighty, I'm back. There's a cool story behind the name CRPG. Computer RPG. Does that have to do just kind of with the genre, or that it's best played on PC? But the worst game I've ever played, I don't like talking bad about games because people work hard on them. Even the worst games, there's at least somebody that really tried. However, I do remember, because I'm big on gamer score on Xbox, I do remember the first game I ever played that I got upset that I got one of the achievements because I couldn't remove it from my played history on Xbox because I didn't like the game so much. Oh, okay. Let me see. Let's see. I'm trying to see if I can remember what game it was. Oh, I feel bad. I feel a little bad saying this, and to be fair, maybe it gets better later on. Look, I won't... There was a game for Xbox 360 I rented from a Blockbuster. That's how long ago this was. I think it was called Damnation. It was like a steampunk shooter. And I was really big in achievements, so I looked at the achievements and I got one or two of them and I was playing it, and it was just like... The gameplay was so bad that I was like, I was trying to look up ways how to like remove it from my played history, and it's like, if you've got an achievement you can't anymore. And then that was the first time I ever felt that way, and I was like, oh, you know what, that makes sense. I didn't even think about that. I mean, I always think of like RPG, it means all of them together. like, video game RPGs and tabletop RPGs or MUDs and all that kind of stuff. I think of, all of it together. And there is generally like a classifier or a context that comes with it. When I was in when I was in high school, I was kind of into the MUDs. I try not to be negative about things. There's enough complaining and bad in the world. Give people credit for the little things, like finishing something, because, I mean, I've tried to make a video game on my own, and I just didn't even come close to making a part of it, so... Yeah, yeah, okay. I mean, like, the isometric stuff, generally when it's isometric, the first thing I think is, like, Diablo-like. Yeah, Baldur's Gate. It's kind of... I don't even think Diablo was the first one, but it was kind of the one that, like, kind of really broke big in that genre. When I think, like, classic RPG, I think, like, back to Nintendo, like... Dragon Warrior and the original Final Fantasy and stuff. Alright, so this is like one of the ones the portrait was off if you look at the hat and they're just hung up watching a TV. I've never played Pillars of Eternity. They remastered... Was that a newer game or did they remaster it / remake it recently? Oh, it's not? I'd like to know the technical difference. Because I mean, it's not something I'm not aware of, really. Oh, hit it, Wrenchy. Okay, yeah, yeah, the Pillars of Eternity, I do have that game, I think I played it for 10 minutes and then got distracted. Okay, so we've gone from a lot of bird bones to a lot of lollipops around. This is weird. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Oh god, that is a lot of lollipops. Hope they are not all previously licked. That would make this very sticky. Have you played through Pillars of Eternity? Is it good? That makes sense. The hack and slash, that makes sense to me. Or more bugs. Come on, Wrenchy. Why are you waiting? Oh. They're washing the walls. Okay, so they're like janitors. I wonder if I throw a lollipop, will the bugs go after it? Huh. Man, I feel like we went through a really long time of having no real great games that came out. And then just, wait, there's so many now that are out that are fantastic that I want to play. It's almost impossible. Even like this year, more indie games have come out that I've been super excited for than I think I can ever remember. There's at least like 3 or 4 that I keep checking the release dates for now. That's the worst. That is the worst thing. When, you know, fantastic games just don't make the money and they die as cult classics. Maybe they'll come back in 20, 30 years, but that is kind of one of the worst things for them to happen to them. I mean, I didn't even, I guess technically I did, but Dying Light the Beast. So I got Dying Light 2. I got the big collector's edition box, but these days, I don't open collector's editions. I collect them. But, I know it like came with a card for like all the DLC, and then people who had gotten that before, the Beast became its own game could like redeem it for the full game. But I never did that because, again, I never opened it. But yeah, Dying Light the Beast, I haven't even bought that one. There's just too many coming out that I can't buy them all. And while I think it's probably a fantastic game and I do feel like I'm missing out, there's just so many things out right now. I'm already behind on the ones I have been getting. I mean, I love it. It means we can go through another drought. But then again, we still have Resident Evil Requiem coming out early next year. We have Tormented Souls 2 coming out later this month also. There's a rumor that Silent Hill Townfall is coming out in March of next year. I don't know. There's too much. We're in another golden era. We should acknowledge that now. Enjoy it now while we're in it. Because this is really, it's as good as it's gonna get for a while, and then we're probably gonna have some moment where it's just not quite as it is. I mean, I've heard the first one was absolutely fantastic. The first one is on Game Pass now. I've never played it. I played the game 33 Immortals, which I was told is kind of like Hades as an MMO. Okay, so I think one of us needs to pull this. And the other one has to climb up here. But 33 Immortals, I liked that a lot. I played it in the beginning of like the early access, so I don't know if they have the final area open up yet or not. But then also there was the Hollow Knight 2 Silk Song that I know a lot of people were very excited about. Oh, there's a hand in that freezer. Do I throw it up there? I just think everyone right now should just acknowledge, especially for fans of like horror or horror adjacent games, we are in the next golden era of it. Maybe even platinum with how much is coming. So with music on this, you want to go with something like original stuff. I've been working on a few original compositions, hopefully to try and make my own kind of like loading music and stuff. Oh, is Silk Song kind of shorter than Hollow Knight? All right, break it, Wrenchy. Piano, I'd say try and write some of your original, try and write some original melodies. Or remember, White Worm. That's original. I came up with that melody when I was younger. If you remember that song. White Worm is the name of a melody that I came up with when I was a kid, and Piano and Aviation gave it that name later on. I don't know where the name came from. I don't know if you ever told me that, Piano, where that you came up with the name for that. All right, we got to get up here. Uh-oh. This guy's down. Where's the bulb? Oh, okay. Okay, I gotcha. Ah, crap. I let little engineer die. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Alright, stick with me, little engineer. Don't want nobody getting gobbled up by beetles. That is true. The baby doll we just kind of walked away from. And the six-armed lady, we just haven't seen her in a minute. Let's see. Let me see. How long have we been doing this? About an hour and a half. Give it about maybe 20 minutes for my yapping, slowing us down. You might be able to say this is a kind of a slower one. I'll save my final judgment until the very end, but... there definitely doesn't seem to be as much, 'cause even with the lack of dialogue in the first Little Nightmares 1 and 2, you got a sense of the personality or character of the character you were playing of. You knew Six was hungry. You knew that she was being fed, and she needed to eat occasionally. With Little Nightmares 2, you got the sense that Mono wanted to protect her. In this one, like, all we really have is Birdface had a nightmare once. They definitely seem to not have personality developed as well. Because, yeah, like in Little Nightmares 2, you could see the distrust that Six had with Mono. You could see their trust developing throughout the game. We don't really even know why these two are working together so well, or why they've just decided to. Like, Birdface just woke up and Little engineer was there, and then they just started wandering around. But I mean, for all we know, they actually have a history that they just haven't let us know about. That could link it to the mall, then. Oh, I can break it by throwing stuff. Go take a look at the TV back here. Looks like a prison kitchen. Wait, what's opening the door? I don't know if I'd agree with you on that. If they link it, like just linking it back to the mall, I don't know if they like go back and it's a full section, maybe so. Okay, so there's something. Is it with the cameras see us? They close the doors. Okay. Oh wait, can I shoot them? I haven't used the bow in a while. I definitely feel like as far as the tools used, the engineer uses their wrench a lot more than the bow is used. Okay, here, you pull it out. Oh, I missed. Poor depth perception for the win there. Okay, a security office thing. Okay. The original melody, I don't know, I might have been 10. Alright, I can't get up there. Oh wait, hold on. Do I push this one or something? Wait, how am I supposed to get to this? Doesn't seem I can climb on this. Oh, here we go. I can push it this way. I see what I do. I block the door from closing all the way so that I can get a boost up to it from Little Engineer. I'm not sure what that program is, but it's really cool that you're working on a score for a movie. I often say film scores and video game composing, that music is that's modern day classical music. That's what it is. Cubase. Okay. I'm aware of it. I've never used it myself. Or if I mean, I haven't used it a lot. I think I've downloaded it and messed with it maybe for a couple minutes or so. What genre is the movie? Okay, we shut that down. Come on, let's see something spooky. Alright, so she's back. Okay, so she's like the sysadmin. Alright, so I don't want to drop down while she's there. Okay. Sounds like a fun one to do. I've been studying a lot of music theory and stuff lately. Just, I don't know why. Because I'm a nerd, I guess. Oh wait, another doll. Do I need to climb on something? Where is Little Engineer? They find something I'm not aware of. Not sure what they're doing. But I feel like they're doing something I should be. Is there a panel here I need to try and pull? Oh wait, right here. Yeah, so just a little over a year ago, yeah, you've mentioned that before, Piano. So just a little over a year ago, I decided I wanted to try and take music lessons again, but I didn't know how to say where I was with a lot of the instruments I knew a little bit about playing, because I've just largely taught myself. So I went with violin because I'd never picked one up before. And the first violin instructor I had, he had this fantastic poster that showed like the relationship between like the key signatures and the modes, and it was a way I never understood it before. Modal interchange. That might actually be a little bit about what I'm talking about, but it was just like the key, like what all the modes are and everything. Let me see if I can... I want to give this website a shout out because this was the only place because I looked for a while to find a poster that was similar in scope to what this was. I'm looking back on my phone because the poster, I just have it hanging up somewhere else, so I'm hoping that it's recent here. Okay, it looks like it looks like my kid's got maybe the hand of on my phone and the camera for a while, because I just got a lot of like the same screenshots of random crap. It's a funny thing sometimes. Also, my sense of time is really off, so I think something is recent sometimes, and then it turns out to be like 3 months ago, and I was like, I thought that was like 2 weeks ago. Oh, here we go. I found it. What is it? Signalsmusicstudio.com. They have the modes of major, and they set it up like major, Dorian, Phrygian, Lydian, Mixolydian, minor, Locrian, and it just like the way the poster just displays it. I saw it's a fantastic poster. I haven't found one that does it quite as well as that. So I will recommend anyone that's into music and wants to know what the hell people are talking about when they say modes. Look at that. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Let's see. Oh, and I guess like when you're talking about like parallel scales, then you're talking about scales in different modes in the same with the same key signature. Is that right? I do a lot of the like my learning of this kind of stuff, I do it on my own. So I often don't know like the proper terms for it as far as like people who are really in the know of it. So I always like to know what I might be saying in a way that people who know what they're talking about might not understand, if that makes sense. Okay. I'm gonna like, okay, I will say I have no affiliation with this, but I think this is such a great thing here. That poster right there, I love it. It made a lot there. If there's one better out there, please let me know. But when I saw this poster, it made a lot of things clear that I just did not understand as someone who never studied music theory before. Well, if you're going to F major or C major to F major, I know that you're adding in the E flat there, and then going into F minor. I don't know the key signature off the top of my head for F minor. Very few of them. Just borrowed from C minor. I might not be following exactly what you're saying there. You're okay. You're talking the chords. The chords. Okay. Um. All right. Yeah. So C major is going to be C. Okay. All right. Yeah. Because yeah, when you're talking C major, you're talking about the 1-3-5 from C. So the way I think about the chords when you talk about them just like that, I have to picture a piano. That's the best way for me to do it. And then you're talking about a number of steps, and I don't know. I can figure it out. I'm not very good at this. It takes me time, but I see what you're saying now. I'll get back to playing the video game here. But yeah, no, when you start talking about music, I'll stop and I will definitely. It's something that's really of interest to me, so I will definitely talk about it. But it might slow down the gameplay. Oh hey, Restream just told me I hit 100 messages for the chat on the live. That's the first time we've done that in one segment before. Are we better defeat one of these antagonist tonight on this game. Ew, we fell in some goop. Oh, is there something in the pipes? Uh-oh. There she is. Okay. Doing a chase scene like we did from the ceiling crawling guy in 2. Uh-oh, I went the wrong way. Uh-oh. Wait, she ain't got no legs. I am a little confused. Did something happen to her legs that I wasn't paying attention to? Did I just not get here quick enough? Alright, what do we got here? Oh wait, I might have done that. No, okay, we're good, I think. Does it go faster if we both try and do it? Okay, I gotta open that. What do you mean you're not super late, S? I've been streaming almost 2 hours now. You go off and do some Ubering? Okay, what am I supposed to do with all these? Oh, now I can stand on them. Okay. Well, hopefully it was a pleasant phone call and not an unfortunate one. All right, come on, little engineer. Get up here. Oh, there she is. Yeah, parking tickets ain't no fun. That's for sure. She is... she's really bad about walking into steam from pipes. That is not the first time. Hey, come on, little engineer. Bet she's gonna come through there, yeah. Oh, wait, am I... Damn, little engineer's like dipping out on me. Ah, crap. Ran off the side there. Ah, it started us back here. Okay. Alright, as soon as she goes by, let's see if we can sneak for a head start. Let's try not to run off the edge. Oh, are we gonna press her in this? Oh, come on. That's nasty. She's gonna go grab its hand. Ooh. Well, we defeated one of the adversaries. What's down here? Is this picture going to be something important? Oh, it's her. It looks like we got like 3 different doors we can go through. Oh, I don't know. I mean, I'm having an alright time here. Take a look over here first. I'm not planning on dipping out right now. I mean, probably at most an hour. More than likely a little less. Oh, another doll. But we'll just kind of see how it goes. Oh, so the is this what her legs were? She didn't actually have them. She was just kind of wearing this. I might be wrong. I don't know how much attention I was paying at the time. But that would make sense why she didn't have legs later on. I think it was done. I mean, I could be wrong. I think Little Nightmares, the IP or whatever, got bought out by a larger studio. The studio that made this game is not the original studio that made the first two. I don't know how often. I'm really liking the live streaming. I will admit, my live streams at the time I do it don't get nearly as much viewership or interaction as Unz do when he does his games. So as far as helping the channel, my time is probably better spent trying to do some of the videos that I can do that get more views and stuff. But this game just came out tonight, so I'll probably for now limit my streams to just kind of like new releases when they come out and stuff. But we'll see. Like I said, I mean, I like the live streaming. I have a lot of fun with it. So, but it does cut into my recording of other videos and such. Isn't that kind of how it goes in Little Nightmares, though? Alright, we got another mirror here. I mean, I always do the games I enjoy. I love horror games. I started playing through the original Saw game, which is a much cooler... I feel so bad I just didn't know about the game when it came out, because I'm really liking it. Because I loved the Saw movies when they were coming out. Every Halloween, I went to the movie theater to watch it. It's like, if it's Halloween, it must be Saw. I went every October to see those movies when they came out. Okay, there's a nice hug. I feel like, yeah, all right. So they're working here now, a little bit on the development of the relationship. A gnome. That's the first one we've seen. Let's go hunt that gnome, engineer. Give me a hug. Let me hug you. What the hell? Oh, they're doing a Zootopia 2 movie? Can I climb these books? Doesn't seem like it. Do I have to shoot it? What can I do here? Oh, wait, I see. For anyone who doesn't know, historically, in these games, hugging the gnomes is a thing. You're wondering what that has to do with. Okay, so I guess we're gonna have to jump from the table to that. And then maybe we can... There we go, okay. There we go, now we can shoot it. Come on, gnome. I mean, if they're gonna keep anything from the original games, it better be hugging the gnomes. But also in the previous 2 games, like, basically, I'm sorry if I'm spoiling this for somebody, but in the first 2 games, basically you played as a monster. So I wonder how that, if they're going to keep with that kind of thing at the end on this one too. It was, Condemned was wild. It was, I don't know, like, it was, we, you fight a lot more ninja monsters than I thought you would in that game. Like at the end, like the last like sequences of that game were so like combat heavy. It was, they like really upped it in a way that I was like, I don't know about this. It was a gauntlet. And then like the final boss fight wasn't even the ninja monster that you'd seen or fought before. It was some samurai monster that just never showed up until the very end of the game. And I don't know, it was wild. I will say that I do really want to, I have my 360 set up. Like I said, I was playing the original Saw game. I finally got my PS4 and my 360 set up to record and stream. I have them hooked up to my switches. Everything's working and fine. I had to mess with some PS4 settings to work with the Elgato capture card I have. But all that's working. So I'm pretty sure I have Condemned 2 around somewhere, and I do want to try it out. There was the ending cinematics of Condemned. I had some moments that really I really want to like turn into memes because they were great. But I don't even know what the hell ended. I don't even understand the end of that game. I haven't looked it up, but I don't even know what was going on. I don't even know if they really explained it. It's just at the end they're like, he wasn't in his right mind. But I don't recall like any explanation to like the experiments or whatever the hell was going on. I don't know. It was wild. I have to play the second one. Hopefully they'll explain what was going on. I ended up sparing the guy at the end, but I don't know. It was crazier than I thought. Oh no, I'm talking about switches, like HDMI switches and stuff to switch between input between my PlayStation 4 and 360. And like, I have about 6 different consoles hooked up right now that I can just switch between depending on what I want to stream or record. And I have a lot more that I still have to get working at some point. Come here, gnome. Alright, we need old Wrenchy to give it a pow. Nah, you're good. Huggies? Huggies? No? Oh, there we go. There we go. There we go. Oh, you're kidding me. That isn't an achievement? Alright. I feel disappointed I didn't get an achievement for it. But I'm glad I could get the hug. And, oh, that's just what I have hooked up right now. I have my PlayStation 1, 2, 5, and 4... and my Xbox Series X and my 360. That's what I actively have hooked up right now. But I mean, I got something on eBay that I'm kind of excited for. It is, I guess if you look up what is the first ever horror game, I'm going to Google it right now, so I'm checking myself. So, first ever horror game. You will get up, at least this is the AI overview. It's a grain of salt, I know. I'm not going to search too much with it. They say consensus generally points to 3D Monster Maze from 1981, followed closely by Haunted House 1982. I did get a copy off eBay of like CIB that's complete in box of Haunted House for Atari 2600. I won that, so I'm excited about that. I have a 2600. I don't know if it works though. Well, no, there's no new games for 360 coming out. It's just like the old ones that you can still play on it. But yeah, so one of the I don't have, but you know, 3D Monster Maze, but I do have like Haunted House, which I guess because I think 3D Monster Maze was a PC game. Let me just double check this real quick. Let's see. Released for the ZX81 home computer developed by... yeah, I mean, I'm a fan of the genre. So one of the, like, I guess you could almost say like the earliest console horror game. I have a copy of it coming. It might be interesting for me to try and figure out how to stream from my Atari 2600, even if it works. So, anyway, yeah, so I mean, obviously the game's not scary. They did not have... You need a certain level of graphics, I think, to make a game kind of be scary. Even though games don't generally scare me at all, I'm very desensitized to the genre, I think. But anyway, I'm excited when it shows up. It's gonna be displayed prominently on my shelf or something. I don't, if I haven't mentioned this before, like I have a lot of oh, okay, so we have, that's weird. So we can't equip our umbrella anymore. We lost that, but now it's a flashlight. I'm interested in a lot of things. So I've been limiting my video game stuff to just because the horror stuff is my favorite. I love the genre. So, even regard like, because there was a, I don't know, I have a lot of interest. That's really all it comes down to. But I'm very excited for that Atari game. That's probably the thing that's going to make me figure out if my Atari even works. Yeah, I could do that. The only thing is you can get an issue with refresh rates and frame rates where you get that weird aliasing when you try and use a camera to record a screen. For those that don't know, it's the same phenomena that happens where if you video record helicopter blades and they seem to be sitting still while the helicopter is flying, that is called aliasing. And it has to do with sample rates and cycles. Okay. Can I not climb that? Okay. All right. So what am I doing? I don't think I could be mistaken because I haven't looked at it in a long time. I don't think the Atari 26 output is RCA. I think it's just like the cable output. So I might need like a coax to HDMI or something along those lines. Okay. I think I need you to hit it in those patterns. Oh, I messed up. Okay. I think I see. I need them to hit that, and then I have to pull this switch here at the right time. Or maybe not. Oh, okay. Well, I keep saying, oh, okay. Now I think I have to shoot the button. See if my bow moves. It does, okay. Yeah, I'll probably have to get some sort of adapter. I have a lot now, but I very well may need to get another one for that. But I'll try, and then I'll probably stream a very boring game. As far as, like, I mean, compared with modern games anyway. Uh-oh. These things broke out of here. I guess that's our new adversary. Alright, lift me up, little engineer. Oh wait, the gnome. We gotta give it a hug. The hell is that? Wait, we... I guess we just have to pull this until everything lines up right. I guess is... Is it gonna stop me, or can I just go forever? I feel like this might be the way I need it, but I could be wrong. You know what? Yeah, it honestly, it might not be. I think coax, because I think that's the connector. I'm not sure when coax really came around, but I think it's a similar connector to that. Those kind of things, I haven't. You know what? Let's take a minute and we'll go ahead and look this up. Let's see. Let's see. Atari 2600 video output. Oh, here's somebody. Atari H forums. Getting my 2600 to work on HDMI TV. Just see what this says. This was only asked a few years ago. So then I tried with just an RCA to coax converter. So yeah, I guess it is coax. If your TV has coax input, I'd start there. Yeah, it looks like it is just a coax output. Coax has been used for a long time. Oh, another dolly. Oh, is that all that's here? It was the other way I had to go. Oh, damn, we can die from falling. Alright, now we know we gotta go to the left. Oh, okay, we can only push it this way. Well, I mean, coax is still used. I mean, it's not like the input most people use in the house, but coax cables are what generally come from, aren't they? Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I feel like coax is still used. I mean, I suppose it's possible they're using the same connectors and switching out like what kind of cable it is. Okay, if we're... I hope I didn't miss something. I think now we're trying to go to the left here. Because I know, like, you have, like, fiber optic from Verizon for, like, the infrastructure that's coming to the house. But I think the last little bit is generally coax. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, yeah, there's nothing that's outputting coax's video anymore. Oh wait, this door opened. Okay, I see. This wasn't open before, I don't think. I definitely feel like the video game is not a big focus of the stream tonight. And unfortunately, I feel like that does say something about the game, too. Damn it, I missed. See, that's the kind of... Alright, that feels very Little Nightmares to me. That's the kind of shit that always made me mad in the first ones. Because I don't know if this is a me thing and it's my depth perception just sucks. But missing jumps like that is always very annoying to me. Because, like, where is it? I thought it was here, but I missed it. So, is it up here? Towards the front? Okay, it's towards the front. There's nothing here to help you gauge where this tub is supposed to be in relation to that ledge there. I mean, maybe they just missed the mark. They were trying to go with a slow burn build up to kind of really create that tension and release, and it's just kind of missing the mark a little bit. All right, we got another dolly. Come on, little engineer, you coming in? What's going on here? Come on. I think I need you to help me push this door open, right? Or maybe I just can't push that open. Oh, I thought I could grab onto that. Apparently not the case. I don't know. We'll definitely have to compare this to Reanimal. This one dead? So I'm not sure. Do we have a release date for Reanimal? Let's see. Reanimal release date 2026. They say first quarter of 2026. We've got a few months. Oh, wait a second. Can I shoot that? I wonder if we played as the little engineer, if we'd find out that I am missing a lot of places that I should be using the bow. Alright, give me 1 second. I will be right back. All right, I'm back. My daughter woke up there. Oh, popcorn. Let's see. I want to see what these things are here that are breaking out of their cages and stuff. Oh, this is one of the kids from the school, right? One of the dolls that Mana was smashing open with the hammers. Why won't you do it? Oh, because I was in the way. See there, that's the other quality of life type of, I guess, improvement or change. Not having to hold the keys. Yeah, are we on the outside of the mall? It kind of looks like it. But what would those dolls be doing near the mall? Yeah, you pull that open, I'll throw the coal in. Okay. Uh-oh. Gotta run. Oh, a carnival? This could be interesting. Oh, we got a fortune teller. Again, this could be really interesting, but I guess you could argue a little cliche as well. Well, we'll see how they do it. Okay, I feel like... Oh, I gotta push it. I was trying to pull it, which apparently just doesn't work. Alright, what now? Come over here. Feel like you gotta lift me up again. Okay. So is that what they are? The things that broke out of the glass? It's more of the doll-like enemies from 2? Okay, so these are like marionettes. But yeah, I feel like they were like that in 2 as well. But I could be mistaken. Okay. Alright, so this is like the Beatles. I gotta hit them with the bow first. And then little engineer gotta finish them off. So if I stand back here and just shoot as soon as I lift my bow up, I should be good. Just run away from that. Stand still. Oh shit. Okay, so you gotta kind of know ahead of time where they're gonna be coming from. That's the kind of thing that annoys me. Maybe I could have shot it right away. But I feel like I just have to not be near that window when this first one dies. Oh, come on. I don't know. The first section with the Beatles that was like this, I didn't really care for. I think I'm feeling the same here. It could just be one of the things where with the AI, it just doesn't work as easily. Alright, where's the next one coming from? Hit it, hit it, hit it. Crap, gotta get away from that. Alright, go. Go hit it. Oh, I have to put the bow away. What do we have here? Alright, let's see if we can get a better view of these things. Is this more of like the dinner guest? Looks like that's what it could be. Oh. Oh. Oh, is a ventriloquist gonna be like the big bad here? He pass out bobbing for apples, and I guess you would drown if you did that. Is this like a peep show? Uh-oh. Could I not have gone near you? Oh. Oh, they're lazy. They do grab you if you get too close. Alright, where am I supposed to drag this? Oh, he likes candy. Alright. So, very reminiscent of the dinner guest here, except for this time they're eating candy. Uh-oh. I didn't notice the little marionettes there. Anyway, I think this is a good stopping point for now. If you're looking for a wrap-up, so far, like, the art style, they got the art style down. There has been moments of, like, the relationship development between old Birdface and Little Engineer here. Some of the design choices may be a little cliche with the creepy baby doll, the carnival stuff. It really seems like they are trying to tie this to the earlier games. We had the baby doll had like the stone gaze from the eyes in the first game. We now see these kind of marionette dolls like from the school in the second one. There's been little things here and there that seem to kind of link them together. I'm not sure how so far I'd say I feel like it's a solid game that doesn't seem, the things they're trying new, there's a couple quality of life things that are kind of new. You can't fall when you're balancing across things anymore. Keys you don't have to hold on. I haven't even used this flashlight for anything. They've got there was an umbrella where we could kind of float. We have a flashlight now. We start with these tools. Birdface has this bow and arrow. Little Engineer's got the wrench. We have to use them in combination to defeat enemies. Which there's only been, this is the third spot right here where we even do that at all. And we are like 2.5 hours in. I don't know. They might have played it too safe when trying, because this is a new studio. I think that's how I might have described it. They played it maybe a little too safe, which is hard to fault someone for, because it is such like a beloved franchise with only 2 games, but the people that love it really do, and it had so much charm. It might be hard to try and recapture that. We'll see. I feel like at the end they're really gonna like have I feel like the reveal at the end of this one, because at the end of the first and second one was both of those, like, basically you were playing as a monster. Or someone who became a monster by the end of it. So I'm not sure if that's going to happen with this one. I do feel like there's going to be some reveal at the end that really, like, firmly tries to say this is an explanation for something that happened or was involved the world of Little Nightmares 1 and 2. That's really just a feeling. I like it. I'm going to continue playing this. But I could see where some people might not, that were big fans of the first two, might be a little skeptical about this one. I would still encourage anyone to give it a try. I'm liking it. There's nothing really bad about it at all. The only complaints that I have about it so far are complaints I've had about the series since the very first one and the second one, where you have cases where you go into a situation and the only way to make it through the first time is to have already done it before. And that's just a personal thing that I don't like in video games. I feel like it's poor game design. Like, you should not go into a situation where you don't know what you're supposed to do in a way to where you're gonna die if you don't know how to do it. Well, it's a personal feeling, and it can be resolved with good save points or autosaves and whatnot. So if you start right before it, like you do in this one, it's not as big of a deal as it could be. My biggest criticism, I think, is at this point, it still feels like there isn't enough character development between the two protagonists at this point. We've had one hug after defeating the first antagonist that we defeated. But even with, like, Little Nightmares 2, there was, from the very beginning, you had a sense of the relationship between Six and Mono. And this one, still don't really know what it is. So that's my biggest criticism of this, because the story is such a big part, and I feel like the relationship of the two characters should be really center, and we should know what it is at this point. Or we should know that we shouldn't know what their relationship is. And I don't even think we know that, if that makes any sense at all. Anyway, anyone who's been watching, appreciate you. Don't forget to join our Discord. Link is in the description. Stop by, say hi, give us suggestions, complain to us, tell us how horrible we are, tell us how great we are. Anyway, come by the Discord, let us know. If you could like, subscribe, turn on notifications. If you want to support the channel just a little bit more, for 99 cents a month, you can become a member, gain early access to the videos. It's mainly just a way to support us. You don't have to, but we do appreciate it. We do hope someday that we can do this for our real-time jobs. Like, I mean, that's the dream. Unlikely as it is, we can still hope. That's really all we have sometimes. Anyway, I'm Loki Junda. We've been playing Little Nightmares 3, my first impressions. We're going to cut this up, release it as a video with maybe a little more intro of my thoughts on this tomorrow. Thanks for stopping by and chatting. I know there was a lot of off-topic conversation this time, but until next time, I'm Loki Junda. Scare well.